I'm starting this video with a little bit of interesting information. Have you ever wondered where a word came from? Why certain pictures are called smut? Well, here's the reason. I never knew this, but in a grist mill, there's something called the smut machine. It's the wheat cleaner. It throws the trash out of the wheat, the husk, everything that can't be used, and saves the grain. Isn't that amazing where smut came from? This is the Mingus mill, built in 1886. The miller used to charge a toll of 1/8 of the grain to the customer who brought it in for milling. The grist mill stone was turned by a water-powered gas turbine. As the pressure built up in the penstock at the flume's end, the turbine generated 11 horsepower, enough to run the mill's machinery. On the second floor of the mill, the smut machine blew wheat grain free debris, while the bolting chest separated the ground wheat into grades by sifting it through finer and finer bolts of cloth. It was sold to the national park in the 1930s. Still working at that time. Hey, this is Storyteller Donny Wheeler. I'm in a very historical place. And the first thing I noticed was the smiling rock. Can you see the eyes, the nose, and a little smile at the bottom? It's been here for hundreds of years, smiling. Maybe nobody's noticed it, but I did. Because this is a place of history. This is Mingus Mill. In the 1800s, someone stacked all of these logs and made this run across here. The waterfall is because it's off now. The mill doesn't work anymore. But the water used to run along here. And into that stack there, and down into the mill and turn a turbine. I'm fascinated by the interesting rocks that you can touch, smoothed over by thousands of years of water running by, haven't moved. What kind of rock is that? What made that rock? I look at these logs that men put here 100 years ago, 150 years ago. I think of the hands that cut the grooves, the voices and the laughter, building this mill, thinking about the money that could be made, the help to the community. What a time in history to need a creek to run a grinder to mill the food for the people. Just those marks. These logs touched by men who are long since dead. Stacked for a purpose for mankind. someday they will collapse and return their energy into the soil.